Does it help him that he does not understand English? Yeah. He won't know what you say. Yep, that helps him. But I have a way of looking at him like, everyone in the world knows what that means.
By 1976, Ali was 34 years old. He had already been champion, lost everything after refusing the Vietnam draft, fought his way back to the top, and stayed there.
Suddenly the moment came. Watch it. And that was no phantom. That was no...
Most importantly, he had survived the Thrilla in Manila in October 1975.
En Joe Frazier in de broeierige Filipijnse hitte.
Manila burned him out, and after a fight like that, a champion doesn't need another war. He needs air, he needs a pause, and that's when Coopman appears, like a character straight out of a Rocky movie. Not an American star, not a hype destroyer, just a strange, kind, stubborn guy from Inglemunster, genuinely happy to be near Ali, and not even trying to hide it.
If I want to talk about Coopman, they think he's a joke in Europe.
Well, we'll see. If they don't like it in Europe or in America, they don't have to come or pay. And all the fighters that they said was nothing gave me my worst fights. Some of them awkward. Chuck Webner, Blue Lewis, Ron Lau, Ken Norton.
The Belgian came late to boxing. He was married. He worked as a stonemason.
Shake hands.
While Ali was already watching fights at night, like a regular fan. He didn't grow up in the system. He didn't go through Olympic programs. He didn't look like a future world title challenger. He was a party guy, a smoker, a beer lover, and later, he laughed about it himself. Then came the hard turn. At 25, he cut everything unnecessary out of his life and started training every single day. Coopman was never a technician, and never would be. He pressed forward, broke rhythm, forced ugly fights, and wore opponents down before they could figure him out. And the people around him made the story even stranger. His wife in the corner, not by tradition, but because he demanded it. A manager who used to be a hairdresser, almost a folklore character. Jokes, pranks, laughter, but a sharp understanding of people. The wins came quietly. No noise, no America, no talk about the future. But a few years later, he was among the top heavyweights in Europe. And right there, the story takes its strangest turn.
I get the impression you don't think too much of this Coopman, though. You're running out of opponents, things get a little thin.
I don't think too much of none of them, really. I beat Frazier into submission and retired George Foreman just about, so how can we play these guys up better than them? I am the greatest boxer, but I'm sure one day I have to admit I'm going to get old, and I'm now 34 years old. January the 17th, there's a possibility I might slip, and maybe the White Hope might get me.
After Manila, Ali was exhausted. He wasn't looking for another war. He needed a title defense and a break. And by some absurd logic, the choice landed on a man nobody in the U.S. even knew. The negotiations happened without Coopman. When everything was done, he was simply told. At first, he didn't believe it. He asked again, then asked one more time, because it's impossible to instantly accept the idea that you're fighting Muhammad Ali for the heavyweight championship of the world. 5 years earlier, he was cutting stone and smoking packs a day. Now he was traveling to fight the most famous man on the planet. And the strangest part, he wasn't afraid.
I would box from the beginning. From this round, I would box. Just like Joe Frazier. Frazier is my favorite. I had a lot of pain that Frazier lost against Muhammad Ali the last time in Manila. I will be responsible again in Frazier's place.
Coopman didn't play the villain. He didn't fake hatred. He didn't pretend to be someone else. He was genuinely happy. For him, this wasn't a test. It was a moment he wanted to live. Ali, who usually broke opponents mentally before the bell, was unexpectedly soft this time. Almost friendly. Almost indulgent.
I talk to him when I want him. I talk to my men. Only one thing worries me about this fight. This sucker don't understand English.
Everything gets serious in Puerto Rico when Coopman's team watches Ali train. No smiles, no legend, just absolute craftsmanship. And for the first time, Coopman thinks, how am I supposed to survive this? But there was no way back. At home, he was welcomed like a hero and given a nickname that sounded almost mythical, the Lion of Flanders. And then the eternal engine of boxing kicks in. People start believing in the impossible, because in the heavyweight division, there's always a chance. One punch, one moment, one miracle turn. February 1976, San Juan, heat. Ali and Coopman finally meet. From the opening seconds, it becomes clear this is not a fight where pressure can be imposed. This is a fight where the champion lets you come forward only as far as he wants you to. Ali doesn't force anything. He works clean, calm, without anger, like a man simply doing his job.
There it is, feet. On the left. Again. That was sort of a semi-right hook, and he landed that one easily. 4 or 5 unanswered.
Coopman keeps coming, not because he believes in a miracle, but because it's the only way he knows how to fight.
Fighter has always been Joe Frazier. He's copied his style. And that's ever going forward. Joe Frazier. I was talking to someone in the crowd behind his corner a little bit. The uppercut, 3 left hooks in a row.
He tries to reach Ali, tries to catch him, and every time the answer comes back. Faster, sharper, harder.
More like a linebacker. Ooh, a straight right hand by Ali. Pops right on the chin. A flurry on there, I'd say. Remember the thought that Ali fights only in 1 minute? We haven't seen the hook. Ali's catching those with his open palms.
Later, Coopman would say that parts of that night vanished from his memory. But in that moment, he walked forward with full confidence that he could win.
That was a good stiff jab that time. On the inside, we can hear those. Got one easily. And when he turns it over that way, he can drill you with it. There's a short right hand. Not much on him yet. Left side. There's the right hand again. Ooh, a lead right hand. Solid flush on the cheek. Right over the left hand is carried very low by Coopman. Another one. It's not that Coopman hasn't been trying, he just hasn't been getting anything to try with. There's that short right hand. On the job training with the heavyweight champion.
By the third round, it's clear to everyone. Coopman isn't trying to survive. He's not stealing rounds. He's not playing safe. And then something happens that completely knocks this story out of every familiar pattern. In Ali's corner, water, ice, instructions. In Coopman's corner, champagne, not water, not a sip to recover, champagne, deliberately. Later, Coopman would explain it simply. He wanted to feel euphoria, not survival, not fear, the moment itself. He knew where he was, he knew who he was fighting, and he wanted to live it, not as a victim, but as a man given 15 minutes inside history. And that explains a lot. Because in the ring, he didn't look scared. He didn't look broken. He looked like someone who knew how it would end and kept moving forward anyway.
Challenger now as he talked to him. He understands only blemish. Right hand leads cup. And a cup there by Ali. There's the jab again. 2 hooks off of it. Round's almost over. Third and fourth time. There's the jab. Now you're going to see something. This was the round that he expected to be all over. Number 5. So far, he's just dancing.
Ali felt that. He didn't rush. He didn't force it. He waited for the moment. And the moment came in the 5th round.
Combination.
For Ali, it was a routine title defense. For Coopman, it was 15 minutes that stayed with him for life.
Yeah, well, any kind of a shot. They go to the right hand, boom, left uppercut. They come in sequence. Good left hook counter. I told you, you got a good left hook. There's a right uppercut.
And since he no longer has to dance all the way, holding that left eye, he's trying to get up. He's in good position. That's all. It's all over. That's all.
I can take more here on my brain than on my jaw, than on my head. It was in the right place. Damn, it doesn't even hurt anymore.
And here, the story makes one final strange turn. Despite the loss, Coopman returned home a hero. He was welcomed as the man who stood in front of the greatest and didn't break early. In Belgium, he is remembered for one fight, not for the European title he would win later, not for his career, only for Ali. And maybe that's the point of the whole story.
He's a gentleman, got a nice trainer, he's got a nice wife. His whole team was nice, they were smiling every day, and I'm sorry that we had to fight.